It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the Falcons and the Eagles on Sunday night primetime.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl? It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crown on this field. A couple of teams don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other.
Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out. As off we go in the NFC title game. And he's down for 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
He's going to keep it himself. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a pay. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw
and this is taken in by the defense. When the ball comes out and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover in the offense. Walks off the field, disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. If he's able to continue to play at that high level over these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete, but a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Back to throw. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goddard. Get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead from that field goal.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Falcons offense ready to see the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Here's a design run. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway. He's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Vick. He'll look London's way again. This complete again.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If they need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Atlanta.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. His offense already get going on their 2nd possession. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase of what they call pass, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play man-to-man. That's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to ground. He's getting brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Well, Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And a nice hole opens up. He's got a first down out of that one. Up to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Falcon first down.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing now, Vick. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Throwing is Vick. In trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good on the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Atlanta.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Vick. Looking middle of the field. It's complete.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Vick gonna look to throw. That one taken in by London. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A modest game. 82 yards. It's 2nd down. Now Vick gonna run it himself.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Oh, that flag's coming. Looks like movement up front.
Ball start.
And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. To throw, here's Vick. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a great quarterback, making things difficult offensively. It'll set up 56 yards away. Grammaticus kick is good. And the Falcons go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense are ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's going to be able to down to the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. It's a gain of 34.
He certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Donald. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Left side is caught by Brown. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop the throw. They'll go up here on second down and 5.
At the Falcons' 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. He is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. First and goal at the 2.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the...
Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Eagles will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can go out breaking our tie. Well, even at 10, as this drive begins, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. Tied at 10 apiece. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up to first and 10. And here's Bijan. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go. To throw is Vick. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Vick. He'll hang on to it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of successful zone replay is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
To the air. It's Vick. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
They tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Back to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Falcons go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Devontae Smith there to return. Oh, yeah. And a solid run back there. Look at this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Over the middle to his tight end guy. And he's going to be dragged down by until he's inside the 25.
Everybody wants to attack the middle of the field. You just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught 2. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there were touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Eagles will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now, Vick gets it away quickly. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. And a run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. On 3rd down, it's Vick. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit him with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Vick. To the right, that's Pitts.
Nice job here by the defense. They did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a lot of time. If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but it's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense,
the pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
When you can bring quarterbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons move out in front, 20-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion is Smith. On a blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium and the likelihood of getting off the field.
Combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo. They'll start this one with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he searches forward for a gain of about 5. Throwing now, Vick. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Vick. Throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Fouled by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
Everything works great with this type of return. Interception performance is beautiful. What it does, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to mark them down across the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep right in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here.
His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Godwin. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the Falcons' 48-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. It will be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's loose and down. He picked up the first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
I'll
line.
run up the middle with Barkley. He'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Off the plate. Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. So, back up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He is 2 for 2. That is good. And the Eagles tag on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So anytime an offense comes off the field take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Vick gonna look to throw. The throw taken by Foles. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. To throw. Here's Vick. This offensive line just no answers for that. It's another sack. Here's Vick. This one complete. Right side. First brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. Bring up 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there. Making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Firing right side. Oh, he does it really well, and the ball's out. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it. So Philly will retain possession.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
So
line.
we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he's got ground. He's close to a 1st down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
49-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. Oh, and they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. And the drive continues. 1st down.
Eagles and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a good run there. They'll get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Falcons. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for him, and they stuck him on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Vick. Left side in the hands of London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Vick. And this is going to be incomplete. It's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, like, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Brandon Dorlus there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's downfield by Smith. And he's out of bounds. They take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stop just shy of first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
He'll look to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
They'll throw here on third and short. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line. But they're going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Falcons offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Running here with Robinson. Outside of the passing line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they'll bring down around the 27-yard line. Sydney Brown, they're on attack. They need 8 as they come up with third down. To the end, it's Vick. He's got his receiver, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch, and brings up first down.
Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big hit.
Well, is Vick. That one taken in by London. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. Throwing now, Vick. There's that man again. Another catch. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Now it is first and goal. On the option, here's Robinson. And a good pick up there as he's down to the 10.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets back.
And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. He'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side here, passes caught. He'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for a 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 4-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. On play action, it's Vick. He keeps it himself. Second down and 8. Vick gonna look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. 17 yards, the game there. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's Vick. He'll hang on to it. He's going nowhere. Who's got it on that play? Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, here's Vick. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd
taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A pass. Caught by Saquon.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So got it. The tight end comes in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. First down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff to Barkley.
Good effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Vick, who outs another catch for his favorite target. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Vick. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On 3rd down, it's Vick. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. Well, he certainly turned it into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard
On second down, Barkley. Heavy setup now. Past the 40 with that one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
For Eagles, first down.
Will stay on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of first down. A pickup of 9.
10 more yards. He's across midfield.
Once again, it's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain on the play.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Offside. It's caught by Brown. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Yards on the play. That's another Eagles.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Can't fault the effort. He got hit for a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock and keeping the ball on the ground?
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. That's what he's done in this one. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down. Here's Vick. With the man, he's got it. It's London. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down, Falcons.
To the air. It's Vick. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on first and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
Now, Vick. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal. Good running. Gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Back to throw. To the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Out of the gun. He'll throw. Oh, pressure there. He can't get a throw away. And he's taken down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. And cue the celebrations. They are on their way to the Super Bowl. 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.